Martial arts. We're going to be doing some simple nunchuck drills. I got different ones for if I'm doing two at the same time. You can tell this is my left hand, this is my right hand. So let's start out with the topic, which is switches. So what does that mean? So when I switch, I'm going to go over my shoulder, grab palm away from the front, grab, let go, and then switch. Now when I switch, I want to make sure two things. If the elbow's low, I can't fit my hand underneath, so I want to make sure the elbow and the body form 90-degree angle, and if my wrist is too far out, I can't catch it. So I have to have the wrist close to my shoulder on the vertical axis. Then I can switch this way. So the first one we're going to do is this over shoulder switch. Switch, switch. From the side, switch, 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 switch. From the rear, switch, switch, switch. Right side. All right, next one. Reverse figure eight, over shoulder switch. Reverse figure eight, over shoulder switch. Reverse, come over the shoulder switch. Reverse, come over the shoulder switch. I'm going to try to lower the screen a little bit. So, makes it tough when you don't have stuff to lean it up against like a tripod. We'll make do. All right. So now, when I go reverse, start with two reverse figure eights. Let's do a reverse figure eight. So the reverse, you do it with something simple. So the reverse motion comes up. Comes up. Most of the students can do a forward figure eight, but can't do a reverse figure eight, and then they don't know the difference because they think they're doing a reverse figure eight, but they're coming down on something. So we're going to come this motion coming up, and then go over. Matter of fact, let's do it with I call it grip stick. So this is the PVC. I call it a grip stick like a collie stick. So reverse, over the shoulder, reverse, come over the shoulder, palms open, grab, reverse, over the shoulder, reverse, over the shoulder, reverse, over the shoulder. The first one we do is just straight over the shoulder. This is good for little children to practice with the stick so they get the mechanics and the timing. So they know they got to bring their hand up underneath, reverse, reverse, figure eight, over the shoulder switch. Now, let's do while we're here, forward figure eight, and this one, palm up. This one's going to be trickier with the nunchucks because you can hit yourself in the back of the head. Coming up, forward figure eight, come 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 up under. This is a good drill to practice for your reach, your timing, and paying attention to details. All right, so let's try the reverse and then the forward. We'll do 5 of each, then I'll rotate. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, here. Now, forward figure eight, coming up underneath. 1, 2, figure eight, 3, 4, and 5. All right, another switch. Going to use my big hips. So I'm going to do a return or hip bounce. So I want to have my thumb facing down, the nunchuck turned over like this, so the pinky's on top, and I'm going to rotate from side to side. So I'm going to hip and then switch. Hip, switch. Hip, switch. Hip, switch. Hip, switch. Hip, switch. Hip, switch. Like so. So when I do the switch behind, I want to make sure my palm is flat and I work on my timing. I can't see it, so I have to work on the timing. So we can do forward figure eight, catch, punch, which is a strike, which is part 2 of the sequence. So let's do a forward figure eight, bounce, switch, bounce, forward figure eight, bounce, reverse. Over here, uh-oh, what did I do? So we're just doing hip switches, reverse figure eight switches, bounce, forward figure eight, catch, punch, forward figure eight, up underneath. So these are just simple combinations of things that once you feel comfortable, you can put together. So let's go through a quick strike sequence. Real easy. Put them both in one hand and ayah! You got a forward thrust. Forward thrust. Also have a downward strike. You also have an uppercut, have a hook, and a hammer fist. So those are pretty much like this. You got an inverted strike like this, coming down maybe at an angle. So we'll worry about those later. Those are pretty simple striking. So you block, strike. So figure eight catch is going to be our standard issue. Figure eight catch. When we catch wrong, it fumbles, it's not taunt, it's not trapped correctly. So I want to make sure I trap it correctly. So before we get to the punch strike like that, we have to be able to catch it. Catch. I'm going to do both nunchucks so you can see a difference. So it comes up, elbows down, catch. Just swinging it out, catch. Swinging it out, catch. Just swing it out. And I recommend practicing 20 or 30 of these just so that you catch it and it's taunt. Then after the catch, punch, catch. Oh, what did I do? I did a punch, catch. So punch and catch. So this is one thing, but it's really two things. So it's a punch and then it's the returning of the catch. Sometimes I'll say punch, catch. So let's stick with this one. So we have what I call a single strike, followed by the other hand single strike. So I got 1, 2. Think of it like in boxing, like a jab cross. So we have a 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right, left. Right, left. This is my right hand with the yellow. Right, left, and right, left. Next strike is going to be same time, left and right. So a double punch, just like in some katas, you'll see double strikes, double strikes, double strikes. So from here, double strike. So from here, punching out. Now as I punch out, I want to turn my wrist over, double strike. So from here, double strike, double strike, double strike, double strike, double. Now I'm going to speed up those. I'm going to do my left, right, double strike. So here we go. It's 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, double. Left, right, double. You can do the right hand. Right, left, double. Right, left, double. Right, left, double. Right hand, left hand, double. Next one, I call this the machine gun. 4 punches like a machine gun, pop, 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 pop. Semi-automatic does 3. Machine gun can do more. So from here, I'm going to start with my left hand. You can start with your right if you like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I call that machine gun. I should probably come up with the name for the machine gun and then the double punch at the end. So we'll call it a 6-point machine gun, because machine guns fire 1 bullet at a time, but sometimes we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, kia! 1, 2, 3, 4, kia! So when you speed things up, you can add a little bit more flair. Pop, 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 kia! Drop, catch, X out. This has been GrandMaster Griffin of Griffin Martial Arts and Chuck's Academy. We out, y'all. Holla. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel.